Hello, legends, heroes, and poopy heads. Welcome to the Omni Flash channel, where Omni Flash will take gaming to the next level.
Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Omni Flash, and I am your guide to Perfect World Mobile. Today, I will be showing you all the secrets that I've learned doing Moonfall Battleground every single day, 4 to 7 times a day, every day since it started. Right now I am doing Moonfall Battleground Ascended 79. It's called EV Hard. I don't know what EV stands for. Maybe it's called the extreme version. So I'm going to think of it as the extreme version. Also, I'm going to show you how I get my Ascended 79 gear and what I recast, what type of stats I look for. So we're going to talk about everything you need to know to get super strong by doing these moonfalls. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and comment below to be entered to win a $25 iTunes or Google Play gift card May 20th, 2020. Alright, so what we're going to do now is EV Hard. Okay, EV Hard is 750 BR, okay? So yeah, 750k BR. I have clerics that heal me in EV Hard, and they only have 475k BR. I think that's a safe way. But if you have lower BR, you're going to be using more pills. You're going to be using more Almighty or Tranquilizer pills to shield damage when you are getting low. So you can do this with a very low BR as a tank or a healer if you are built correctly. You can still do it. Also, you have to be very active in your healing. If your healer tells you their fingers hurt after healing Moonfall EV Hard, okay? If they say their fingers hurt, their fingers probably actually hurt. They probably need a bigger device, but they're actively healing you, and that is why you are alive. So cherish that person. That person is a great healer. Also, as a tank, depending on your battle rating, it's not depending on your battle rating, it's more depending on having 100% block. Having over 100% block does nothing for you. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have 124% block, it is the same as having 100% block. The difference is that, see, I have a smaller tank, which is 650k BR, but I started tanking this even at 580k BR. Now, you can do this dungeon, you can even do the EV Hard, which supposedly requires 750k on a 550k tank. However, you won't be able to do every single combination of the second boss, and I'll talk about that when we get there. Alright, so here I made an I-79, an Ascended 79 piece of gear. You'll be able to do this by combining, each time you do a Moonfall, you'll be getting Moon Weapon Shards from Ascended 59 Moonfall. You will be getting Moon Armor Shards from Ascended 79 Moonfall. So you need a 55 Moon Armor to make an Ascended 79 gear. So I made my ring, I already have some gloves, and we are going to recast. And the type of stats that you want to get are when you recast, depending on your class. If you are a healer or a DPS, you will want magic % base attack, okay? Or physical % base attack, depending on what class you are. Or you want strength or magic, depending on your class. You just need attack stats. It will help you deal damage. It will also help you heal. As a tank, what you want most is that block stat, as long as it is 100%. If you have over 100%, it's overkill and it actually doesn't help you. So you want to try to stay close to 100%. And I like, you know, the physical attack base stat. So I am if you're a PvP barbarian, you want to have attack. And so I do have attack. I have base P attack 90%, okay? We're going to find out with this 90% base attack how much attack I get, and if I replace it with something else instead of 90% base attack, how much attack I would lose, okay? So let's see. Let's recast a couple more times. I mean, this 90% base attack is good enough for most people. I like having 7 to 8 lines of stats. It makes the it makes for a better item actually. So I'm looking at this new one is pretty good. It has anti-hypnotize. Being a barbarian, you get hypnotized by clerics all the time, and we're gonna that's my block 105%, still too much block, but I'll be all right. With the barb buff, I am at 129k P attack, and that is with this 90% P attack base. If I change it to, if I recast it, change it to my new stats, which I am going to take because having 8 lines or 7 lines is what you're aiming for. And if I recast my other gear later on, I'm just going to, I don't have to get as much block on the other gear. And I actually lose 2.3k physical attack. Okay, so you lose, so 90% base attack is about 2.3k. Alright, so we're done with this recasting. Now we're going to go straight into the strategies for Moonfall Battlegrounds. To start off, sometimes I run my Moonfall Battlegrounds EV hards with 2 clerics or 2 tanks. What you want to do is have one of those tanks, usually the stronger tank or the stronger cleric, go demon for the first boss. And then on the second and third bosses, switch back to sage so that you can help tank or help heal. Because there is no time limits on the second and third bosses, but there is a time limit on the first boss. If you're having trouble with DPS and if you are the demon cleric, you can go ahead and buy smooth bombs. Smooth bombs, when you use it, gives you 2 bars of chi. That chi should be used so that you can get 4 bars of chi in order to use God's Wrath. The demon God's Wrath is very strong, giving your whole entire team insane attack speed and cast speed. So you need to use God's Wrath 2 to 3 times if possible. Just use smooth bomb whenever possible. Universal pills are kind of expensive. You can use that as well if you're having a lot of trouble. Alright, so one thing that has a lot of people confused is when to pick up the Volt Essence after you kill the Volt Demon. Of course, the tank has to grab the Volt Demon's aggro as soon as possible, drag him back to the HYDRA so that the DPS can use AoE skills to attack the HYDRA and the Volt Demon at the same time. So we got to kill that Volt Demon quickly, and then when the Volt Essence appears, you decide whether or not to pick up that Volt Essence immediately or wait until Spectral Ray. The way you tell is if your team has high DPS, you will wait until Spectral Ray and to pick up that Volt Essence during Spectral Ray, okay? Because the HYDRA changes its routine and Spectral Rays first if you have high DPS. If you have low to medium DPS, pick up that Volt Essence immediately as the Barbarian. I like doing it as a Barbarian because we have that leap, and you can leap directly to whoever is being death called. The healer during death call will want to use Blue Bubble. Blue Bubble will soften the AoE. DPS should work on HP as well as use Chi Sparks to go invulnerable when she uses death call, especially if they're really squishy. Another thing is she does corruption. The corruption is not random. Corruption goes out to the 2 members that is farthest away from her. If you cannot see the corruption, which does damage every second, you should turn your graphics up in order to see the black purple pools. If the HYDRA rampages, the tank will have to use Turtle at whenever she says rampages, and that should give you about 20 seconds more to take down the HYDRA. So when the second boss comes up, if you have 2 tanks or 2 clerics, both tanks should be sage, both clerics should be sage. It is no longer a battle of time, it is a battle of endurance. These monsters do not enrage, so you don't have to worry about that. Mufasa is usually a problem. Mufasa uses a roar, which is a fear spell that will incapacitate you for many seconds. So what you can do is usually you can have a DPS drag Mufasa in a circle, and that should solve your problems. sometimes the tank still cannot hold aggro because of distance. You start losing your aggro as soon as you move too far away. Also, there is massive DPS from Radiance. Radiance is the wizard. Radiance does a ton of damage when she uses Fire Circle. If you are having trouble with that, be sure to move out of the Fire Circle. Alright, so you see Athens is kiting Mufasa, and as DPSs get better at kiting Mufasa, your runs will get smoother. But you see that Radiance does that just insane attack that just blows up your tank. Okay, so your tank is going to have to use Turtle. You're going to have your 2 Turtle buff in order to endure. However, that Turtle buff will still not save you from that Fire Circle. If you have a harder combination of Seekers, the tank should build full chi before starting the match, okay? And what you want to do is you want to go in, jump in when you have full chi, and go to either Radiance or Mango, okay? Because those are ranged bosses and you can't pull them, you can't scrunch them together. The melee ones will come to you, so you don't have to worry about them. But if you leave Mango or Radiance too far away from you, you can lose aggro. Also, since you are going to have someone in your team kite Mufasa, you can't actually have aggro on Mufasa. So you will jump in on Radiance, single target aggro Radiance, single target aggro Mango, single target aggro Kali. You can single target Kali last because she does the least amount of damage. As soon as that happens, your teammate should have already pulled Mufasa away. Then your tank can use the AoE pull, the AoE roar, to taunt all of the Vulpine pets. You want to try to get the Vulpine pets in that AoE roar. And then you want to cycle through. Be sure to have aggro on the main bosses at least. And if you are having trouble, especially when you have 2 Vulpines and Mufasa, maybe it's time to restart that dungeon. That is one of the toughest combinations, because unless you have enough DPS to be blowing up those pets, the tank cannot hold aggro on 7 pets. If your tank cannot hold the pets, you have to kill the pets first. Kill the pets and then kill. Your highest priority would be Mango or Moonfox. Those are your highest priority, because if you don't kill those first, those pets are super annoying and can kill your DPS rather quickly. After that, you have to destroy Radiance. Okay, Radiance is your next highest priority, because Radiance has the possibility of teleporting straight to a DPS and using that Fire Circle. And that Fire Circle can knock out many DPS at the same time. Next target would probably be Zimba. You have to worry about Zimba because even if the tank has aggro on Zimba, which is the Demon Barbarian, Zimba will attack your DPS. He'll spin outwards away from your tank and into your DPS and your healers every 20-ish seconds. So your DPS and your healers have to watch both the Vulpine pets and Zimba. After that spin, Zimba will come back to the tank. So the tank shouldn't freak out if you see Zimba spinning outwards. The Zimba will come back to you after he's finished with that spin. Now, if the tank actually loses aggro on some of the Vulpine pets, the tank should try to use an AoE taunt to get those Vulpine pets back. However, if you move too far away from stationary bosses such as Radiance or Mango or Elis, if you get too far away, you will start to lose aggro on them, and those bosses will destroy your team even faster than those Vulpine pets. So if that happens, your DPS will just have to kite and kill those Vulpine pets that get loose. Also, if you're a DPS and you just can't stay alive, what's happening is probably you're using AoE skills. And those AoE skills, although very efficient and very good for fights which have time limits, remember this fight does not have a time limit. So you can switch to single target DPS. Single target DPS, whichever of those bosses that you are bursting down. So you probably want to burst down Mango or Moonfox first. So single target Mango or Moonfox. Once one of them are down, single target the other Mango or Moonfox, then switch to single target on Radiance, so on and so forth. As a healer, your top priority is to keep your tank alive. Even if one of your DPS goes down, your job is to keep that tank alive until you are able to remove one of those Vulpines. So if you have a Mango or a Moonfox, don't revive the DPS, because during that revive, during that 4 seconds or so, your tank will probably go down. If you have trouble reviving and also simultaneously keeping your tank healthy, just keep that tank alive and revive your fallen DPS after one of the Seeker bosses goes down. Once one of them goes down, you will have less DPS on your tank, which will allow you time to revive. The next boss will be the Fire Elder and the Ice Fox Elder. It is important to turn auto off before each battle so that you won't actually start in and run towards bosses during the cutscenes. If some of your teammates runs towards the bosses and aggro them, just go ahead and wipe, rebuff, and redo that boss. The boss that you start on, the first boss that you kill, is up to preference. You can target and kill the Firefox first, or you can target and kill the Ice boss first. It doesn't really matter. What you do want to do is to make sure that all your DPS are focused on killing one of the foxes instead of killing both of the foxes at the same time. You do want to kill one of the bosses as quickly as possible. So we're going to take out the Firefox. The tank, what the tank wants to do, tank wants to jump in, single target aggro the Flame Fox, run to the Snow Fox, single target aggro, and then come back to the Flame Fox. The reason you single target aggro is because the snowman will actually spawn at the center of the battlefield. And yeah, all your DPS should run behind the tank, because you don't want the snowman killing your DPS before the tank has aggro. So because you didn't use your AoE roar, you can use your AoE taunt on the snowman. So this way you'll be able to grab aggro on the snowman, and hopefully you have your turtle back up and you can use your turtle so that you can tank those snowmen. Now your DPS will have to kill those snowmen as quickly as possible before you run out of turtle. And also somebody should pick up the firebomb. Pick that firebomb up and go to the snow to defuse it. If you fail to pick up the firebomb, it will hit your whole team and reduce your HP by 50%. After that, you'll be turned into little bunny rabbits. As a bunny rabbit, you want to run towards the carrot while avoiding being hit by some of the snow pups. If you accidentally touch a snow pup, you will die. Also, you will return back to human form after about 10 or 15 seconds, even if you don't touch the carrot. After that, you want to take care of the snow pups, and then a fireball and an ice ball will actually spawn. Right here you see that we don't have a fireball, and that's because we already killed the Firefox. If you still have the Firefox and Ice Fox alive, there will be an ice and a fireball running around. What you want to do is run in such a way so that the balls do not collide into your teammates. You want to run in a way so that the ice ball and the fireball hits each other. If they hit each other, they blow up, and you don't have to dodge the balls anymore. If you take out the Firefox first, there won't be a firebomb. If you take out the Ice Fox first, there won't be any snowmen. It's up to you on which boss you want to kill first. If you're able to do EV Hard 79, do it. Be sure to do EV Hard 79 if possible. You'll be able to get some incredible loot. You can even get rare elixirs like Stand Your Ground, Void Elixir, Slicer Elixir, Avatar Elixir. All of these drop from this boss. You will also get the Ascended 79 legendary drops, Ascended 59 drops. You can also get Fire Fins. You can get Golden Engraving Catalyst. You can get Blessing Stones. If you are not strong enough for EV Hard, then you can do EV Easy or EV Medium. The higher the difficulty, the more likely you'll get drops. And if you have to choose between 59 Hard or 79 Easy, I'd recommend the 59 Hard. The chance to get legendary mats on 59 Hard is a lot higher than EV Easy. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and comment below. I'll see you in the next video.